right, and we are live. Welcome to Centennial High School, the home of the Centennial Eagles, and they'll be playing tonight against David Douglas Scott's girls tilt here, and we have Steve here, and we're just sitting here getting ready to have some fun tonight. What's going on, Steve, over there? How you feeling?
I'm having fun. It's the first time I'm out here and look to enjoy the game.
Well, it's going to be a good game tonight. Both these teams are, I think David Douglas is number 3 in the league in the division right now, and Centennial is number 4, so they're pretty close, and they're actually kind of similar teams. They go about 7 deep, and they have a mostly senior-laden team, and we look to have a fun Mount Hood Conference game tonight. All right, buddy?
All right, man. We're getting ready for the tip-off. And it is, that's Douglas that wins the tip-off.
That ball went out of bounds. That went off, and it's going to be a turnover going over to the Eagles, the Lady Eagles of Centennial. And we have number 4 bringing the ball up.
That's Melissa Daly. And she is the team's leading scorer. And her sister, Megan Daly, she leads all-time in points.
Yeah, that's right. Megan, what a kind of a great duo, being twin sisters and playing on the same team. That's got to be fun. And they both are great players. One's a great three-point shooter, and of course, we got Melissa, who's the all-around best player for Centennial, leading them in all statistics and scoring.
Yeah, it does seem to be a dynamic duo. And is Melissa hitting the 3? You just talked about her being a good three-point shooter. She's showing it.
Yeah, she's starting off really early and looking for a shot. It looks like she's going to have a good start to a great game tonight.
Yes, and she's running with the ball, stolen.
And that was her sister, Megan, with the jumpers a little bit off. Those are going to be pretty much the focus of the Centennial offense tonight. The two sisters are going to have to bring it pretty hard tonight if they're going to get a win here against the Scots.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see twin sisters playing on the same team and starting. I think we should have a nickname for them. We should call them the Splash Sisters.
That's right, man. That's the way they do it. And they've been doing it here at Centennial for their junior year, so they got another year left, I believe.
Yep. Still good basketball ahead of them.
Yeah, they do. Now, Centennial's got to really watch out tonight and watch their fouls because they have a short bench. They go about 7 deep, so we'll take a look out and make sure they're not getting in foul trouble early here. There's another turnover there against Douglas. It looks like there was 3 in the key, or I couldn't quite see, but turnover, ball to Centennial. Now Centennial doesn't have a lot of post presence. They have number 14, Gabby Schmidt. She's in the game. She's probably their biggest threat inside. So they're going to be really looking more to hit the outside three-point shot. We got a little pressure here.
Pushing the ball up. Might want to keep control. Make sure not turn the ball over. Gets a foul. I think that was on 14. Gabby Schmidt.
Yeah, and that was Audrey Frizen, and she is definitely their best player, leading the team in all categories and averaging 17 points a game. Looks like she has a pretty good post game and pretty aggressive inside. Let's see how she does in her free throws.
Makes the first one.
We know Centennial is a little undermanned inside. They're kind of short, but they play a lot of hard, tough man-to-man and zone defense. So hopefully that'll bode well for them here as we get along in the game. Centennial's really taking their time, working from the outside.
Megan hits the 3.
Splash Sisters.
Yep.
Right on time.
Yep. They're looking to make an impact early. 6-1.
She's a great looking jump shot. You can tell she's probably both of them been working against each other in the parking lot, in the park, the garage, wherever they shoot and play basketball against each other. You know they've been having a lot of great battles, and it shows out here.
Yeah. I would imagine as sisters, they could, as siblings, they'd be competitive.
Oh, very, definitely.
Yes.
That was number 3, Brooke Bierman, into the game, and she came up a little short on that jump shot. Centennial is really packing it in. It looks like they're going to try to make sure Douglas doesn't go to their strength, which is their post players. Doing a good job of making sure they're not getting inside shots.
Melissa with the 3. It's off.
Douglas is going to try to be deliberate too and get it inside just like that. That shot was off or frizzing, but that's what they want to do. They want to look to move the ball, look for some seams and creases, and get the ball inside to their big players.
That was Megan Byram off of the 3.
She was a little off. She had a good look at it, but just didn't fall for it.
Yeah, got to take the open shot, though.
There's a forced shot right there by Douglas. I don't think that's what they wanted. Centennial comes up with the ball, and they're running.
Melissa hits another 3.
There you go, Melissa Daly, the other Splash sister.
Yes.
She comes up with the rebound. They're looking to kind of run. They don't want to go too fast, but they're looking for threes, opportunity threes.
Megan with the 3, that's off. Douglas gets the ball.
I tell you, those sisters don't have any conscience, do they? They love to shoot.
Yeah.
Well, they're shooting great percentage out there, so that's who you really want shooting for this team, and that's where we're going to get their scoring from.
Yeah. It's fun to watch, too.
Oh, yeah.
A high-tempo perimeter game.
Douglas taking their time trying to work it around and get inside. Still working the perimeter. They just got to be patient. Oh, almost a turnover there.
Back into Audrey. She gets fouled by 14. Megan Smith, Gabby Schmidt. My bad.
Well, you know, I tell you, they have trouble handling the ball around the perimeter a little bit. They want to take care of the ball a little bit better. But there's no doubt, once they get the ball inside, Douglas is getting good shots. They're getting to the free throw line, and I'm sure that's exactly what the game plan was when the coach drew it up tonight.
Entering the game for David Douglas, number 5, Ashley Carlberg, and number 10, Nana Drum.
If I were Douglas, I would look to give it to her in the post more. She seems to be doing well. She's their best post player.
Yeah, she's real comfortable down there, and you want to make sure you get her good entry passes where she has a little bit of room to maneuver before they double team her, because I'm sure eventually they will start doing that if she starts waking up and scoring some points inside. Centennial is really happy to just kind of take the air out of the ball a little bit and take their time to look for a good shot. They really don't want to go inside. They want to go outside. It looks like Douglas has moved their defense out. They've figured that out.
Yep, good ball movement.
Colleen Baker with the jumper, she missed, and a couple shots inside missed. Douglas with the board and back up court. Oh, great steal there by the other Daly twin.
Megan, and passes it to 4, Melissa. And Audrey brings it up, trying to get the tempo up for David Douglas.
And David Douglas looks like they definitely can run a little bit, but we know they love to give the ball inside, so they're going to be more of a controlled tempo here until they figure it out, because there's another turnover for them. They just can't quite get their hands on it. And this early in the game, we have a 9-2 score here. Centennial at home leading Douglas, and it's what they wanted to do is jump on them early here at home and not let Douglas jump out to an early lead. It's another three-point by Centennial. Three-pointer off. Rebounded to David Douglas.
That was Megan Bynum who shot that.
She's one of their interior players that can play inside and outside. She's going to have to really step her game up tonight. There's a three-point attempt from Douglas. That was Anna Trung. Had checked into the game at point guard.
Fouls on David Douglas is number 12, Valerie Brunson. That's her first foul. Second team foul against David Douglas. Entering the game for David Douglas, number 3, Zaria Turagano.
Yeah, Douglas, they have a pretty good record here. They're 1-1 in league play, and overall they're 3-7 and have had some pretty good wins.
And Centennial, they have a league record of 1-2, and their overall record 6-7.
Centennial has been a really surprise, I think, in the league this year. I don't think anybody expected it to be this close, fourth place at this juncture, even though it is early in the season. But they're showing signs of maybe giving St. Mary's a run for their money, since they seem to be the best team in the division this year.
Megan Byram shoots a 3 and misses, and that will end the first quarter.
All right, well, we've had a slow first quarter, but we know it's going to pick up here as they get into the second quarter. We're going to take a break and pay the bills. We'll be back in a couple. Or maybe we'll just stay right here. Hey, guys.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
And we are back here. The score is 9-2 Centennial. It's been a slow-paced game so far, but these teams are looking up to up the tempo.
Centennial's working around the perimeter as they usually do with the skip pass.
Ooh, Splash Sisters open, and she takes the 3 and she hits it. Melissa Daly with the three-pointer. Now the score is 12-2 Centennial.
Yeah, Melissa is definitely looking for a shot tonight.
Yeah, and it's working for them.
Oh, yeah.
So
she's feeling it.
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
That's right. Well, Centennial with the long rebound off the 3. They're working the perimeter again.
That was number 3, Brooke Bierman, coming up short with the 3. Now it's Anna Trong moving the ball, pushing the tempo.
Well, Douglas taking their time. They're trying to get it inside. There's a nice little post move. Couldn't get it to fall.
And that's number 33, Jenna Schuin.
Yeah, I was looking for that. Jenna, she's a great bench player coming off the bench. She gets a lot of minutes for them, kind of their 6th or 7th man. Oh!
Megan with the 3. It's rebounded. She gets it back to Melissa, to Brooke, who shoots a 3 and misses off.
You can see the inside play there, man. Jenna showing with the rebound and Friesen with the block. And then on the other end, Friesen comes right back with the inside hook. Centennial is going to take a timeout and talk about this. And I think we're going to keep it right here, bring you up to speed on both of these teams. David Douglas girls, they with their overall record of 3-7, they've had some key wins earlier in the season. They were able to beat Gresham 39-35. That was a big win for them in the league. And they had a close win versus Barlow, and they lost that one. But they're looking to rebound here. They actually had a good game against Central Catholic, and they lost to St. Mary's. But that's to be expected. St. Mary's has the best, looks like the best team in the division this year, and pretty good record. So everybody's going to be chasing them to see who can come into second place probably. Well, since it's our first game and this is your first game, how are you feeling about broadcasting?
It's feeling good, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't look as hard as it seems sometimes when you're watching it, the Blazers or NBA teams, but it is fun to get behind here and watch the teams play and highlight some of their skills and talents out there. And I know you probably played basketball yourself, so
yeah. Fan of the game. I watch a lot of basketball. Now it's Melissa bringing up the ball, taking it to the hoop. She gets fouled. Actually, it may be a charge.
Fouls on David Douglas is number 3, Zaria Turagana. That's her first foul, 13.
The foul on Zaria Turner, number 3. Douglas, Centennial, they give the ball to 14, and she scores, Gabby Schmidt. And they get the ball back. Another David Douglas turnover.
Yeah, David Douglas got to watch it and take care of the ball.
Number 3, Brooke Bierman makes the 3. It's off.
That was Friesen with the rebound. She must have at least 6 or 7 boards tonight. She's really imposing her will down low, making sure that, trying to make sure that Centennial is only getting 1 shot at the hoop, and she's doing a darn good job of it.
Yes. Their 2 biggest players are Jenna Schuin and Friesen. They're both sizable girls, you know.
Yeah, for this league and this division and this level, they have 2 6-footers, and there's probably not too many teams that have 2 6-foot posts that can actually play real well together. And there's Friesen again going back to the hoop and doing damage down low against the Eagles.
Yeah, these teams are opposite in the fact that Centennial's a perimeter and David Douglas has the inside game with Friesen and Schuin.
Well, I tell you, Centennial is not shy to put up the threes, and they're getting some great long rebounds, and that's what usually happens when you're shooting deep threes. Douglas has to really watch out and get a woman and block out on those long three-point shots.
Yes, they do. Because obviously we've seen here that these girls are not afraid to shoot it, and they're putting it up and making it. These girls are obviously great shooters and scorers. Melissa again long on that 3-point attempt, and it's Schuin for Douglas with the rebound. Anna Trong bringing it up.
I tell you, Centennial has to feel pretty good about the pace of this game, and the fact that they're up 14-6 here at home.
Yeah, they've been controlling the tempo.
Douglas trying to apply a little pressure, and they do, and they come up with the turnover. And it was tapped out of bounds. Back over to Centennial.
If they turn the ball over again, that's been a problem for them. They need to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, that definitely was one of their keys because they knew that Centennial is going to be pesky defensively. They don't have the inside presence, but they have quickness. And, you know, if they pressure the ball and make sure they stay up on it, you never know when you can get a quick turnover.
Yeah.
And Centennial's pulled the ball out. They're looking like they're just going to take a little time off the clock. And that's what they wanted to get, a good shot or a foul. Now they're at the free throw line. Are they in free throw?
No, that. Yeah, number 3 is Zaria Turner with the foul. That's her second. They got to watch with their foul trouble, too.
Yeah, because Douglas has 16 fouls right now, and I think they shoot on the 7th. Centennial's looking pretty good. They only have 14 fouls, so they're right where they want to be.
Brooke Bierman with the ball. She passes to Melissa. Melissa driving to the basket, and she makes a layup.
Sweet left-handed move by Melissa Daly. She has the whole package, I can tell you right now. That was a left-handed layup off the dribble drive, and you don't see many girls at this level that can put it down on their left hand and actually finish with their left. Nice shot.
Yes.
And there's Zaria Torgano, the little point guard for Douglas, trying to get to the rim, and she gets fouled. She'll have free throws coming up.
By Brooke Bierman, number 3 as well.
Yeah.
Shooting 2, sorry, it's a shooting foul. Should be shooting 2.
Well, Douglas, with their record of 3-7, they're still in the middle of the division, looking pretty good, and they had some great signature wins earlier in the season against Benson and Franklin. And then, of course, they had the loss to Barlow, which was kind of a heartbreaker for them at Barlow, 45-47. But you can see that Douglas, I think, you know, they intend to make a little bit of noise here in the Mountain Hood Conference. They haven't been competitive probably in a couple years, and so it's good to see a lot of these teams like Centennial and Douglas being able to challenge for the league title and get a chance to go to state, because these girls work hard. You go to school for 4 years, you hope you get a chance to go to state tournament at least one of those years.
Yeah, definitely.
Have Douglas moving their defense out. They're still in the zone.
Douglas doing having good perimeter defense as of right now.
Yes. It's hard to tell if they're in a zone or man-to-man. It looks like it's kind of maybe a 2-3 or a 3-2 trap.
Yeah.
But they're accomplishing what they really need to do, is keep Centennial outside. You want those guys, getting outside and keeping them from shooting three-pointers.
Obviously, Centennial has a very good three-point game, but I think it would be important for them to try to get some inside baskets.
Well, there's Daly again taking it to the hole.
Misses that time on that attempt.
There's Frizzin, the all-around player. Looks like she can play guard herself. Pretty good handle right there, buddy.
Yeah, just take it herself.
Yeah. And that's Toragamo. She's off with the foul line jumper. Playing tough defense, though. Almost created a turnover there. Daly with the no look.
Megan, she gets another attempt, and she makes that.
And that's what I talk about, the splash sister. She missed the first three-pointer, but Centennial came up with the rebound and got it back to her, and that's the best time to get a three-point shot is off a missed three.
Yeah, the defense is like scrambling to react, so.
Yeah, definitely.
And get to her on time. And she made the open attempt.
Here's Jenna showing she's going to have a couple free throws. They got a nice interior pass to her, and she was able to go up and get fouled and get some free throws. And it looks like this is going to be the last play of the half, if I'm correct.
Makes the first.
Nice looking shot for her. Knocks down the first one. They can use this second one so they can go in under 10 points here at halftime and feel pretty good about themselves. But she doesn't hit it. So.
Now it's halftime. Score 19. Centennial, David Douglas 8.
Yep. And I don't know what kind of halftime entertainment we're going to have here, but I'm going to ask the guys here, you guys want to take it away here and take a small break, come back and see what's going on at halftime. All right.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism.
All right, and here we are, Mount Hood Conference basketball. David Douglas at Centennial, and we're going to go over some of the some of the first half highlights. And what do you think about that first half? How do you think Centennial did?
They did very well, you know, with their perimeter game. It was working for them. The Splash Sisters, Megan Daly and Melissa Daly, they were getting open three-pointers, and yeah, they were throwing it up, and they were hitting. They were playing very well.
Yeah, and David Douglas, even though they're down 19-8, it looked like they were getting good interior shots and following their game plan as their coach had talked to me before the game. They aren't in too much of a foul trouble, and I think they're really still within striking distance. I think the one thing they need to do is keep putting the pressure on Centennial outside, but maybe add a trap or two to that defensive pressure and see if they can get Centennial to cop the ball up a little bit and get a couple turnovers, because Douglas is definitely leading in the turnover game right now. I'm sure they've had at least 7-8 turnovers we've seen.
Yeah.
So we know they're going to want to take care of the ball better in the second half, and Centennial obviously wants to keep applying the pressure and hitting their threes. So, got 6 minutes or so to go. We know that Douglas is playing that deliberate post game, trying to purposely slow the game down, and as we said again, they're not in foul trouble. They're playing a lot of zone defense right now and conserving their energy. They're not running, so they should be really hyped up and ready to go in the second half. What do you think Centennial is going to come out with on the second half? More of the same?
Yeah, more of the same, you know, work their perimeter game, get open shots as they've been doing. Yeah, try to get points off the turnovers they force.
Well, that's going to work for them, hopefully, and they'll keep the lead like that. And now we want to we want to let the folks out there know about our upcoming games on MetroEast Sports. And obviously it's going to be rivalry time. We want you guys to come check out all the action next Friday as the Gresham Gophers visit the Barlow Bruins for 2 heated grudge matches. Now the girls square off at 5:30, and then we have the boys in their game at 7:15. And you know bragging rights are on the line because these two teams live fairly close in the neighborhood. They probably play with each other, play games all summer long at the parks with each other and see each other at the store, wherever they're going, restaurant, the mall. So it's going to be a great rivalry, and this has been going on for quite a few years, I'm sure. So don't want to miss that action here on MetroEast Sports next week.
If it's a nice rivalry within the conference.
Oh, yeah. Both of those teams definitely are looking to upgrade their play in the league. And you know, they've been playing pretty good so far. So usually the league is dominated by Central Catholic, and it looks like they're having an off year this year. So that just makes more room for the other teams to jump in there.
Yeah.
So, well, I think it's about 4 minutes left here. Again, the score 19-8 here at Centennial High School. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with some more action.
Get your ass suit. You're not sitting here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why are you stabbing me with it? No.
They want to help, but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
All right, and welcome back here to Centennial High School. We're at the Mount Hood Conference, David Douglas, girls versus Centennial. And what do you think, buddy? What does the future look like for Centennial? We know both of these squads playing pretty good this year.
This Centennial Eagles team, they only have one senior on the roster, Zoe McClurl. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, this team is a fairly young team with 4 freshmen on their team and 2 sophomores. So yeah, only losing one senior. They're looking to be pretty good in the following years.
Yeah, well, you can bring back the 2 twins, the Splash sisters, and you know, another year under their belt of experience this year, and they're doing pretty well. It looks like they have a bright future for next year and maybe breaking into the state playoffs. And then David Douglas, they're also have a lot of underclassmen too. They only have one senior they're going to lose, but it's a big senior. That's Audrey Frizen. Of course, she's their leading scorer and all-around best player. So they're going to have to try to replace her. But, you know, they have young players and they're playing pretty well, and being 3rd in the division right now, that looks pretty good for their future too. So we're going to be ready to start the second half, guys. There's Frizen with the rebound, Douglas with the drive. That was Taylor Ramirez. She missed a jumper. They're working around the perimeter a little. You see Centennial up, and there was just the words out of my mouth with the steal, Centennial, but she blows the cripple.
Not able to capitalize. Easy layup.
That's uncharacteristic for Megan.
Yeah, you expect her to make an easy layup like that, you know.
Excuse me, that was Melissa. I get the twins mixed up, don't you? We better start watching their numbers more.
All I know is that they both can splash.
Oh, yeah, they can.
They might be better off shooting a 3-pointer.
That's true. She should have pulled up.
They're missing their layups.
For real, bro.
Shoot some more 3s.
I feel that one.
32, Megan Byram with the made 3-pointer for Centennial.
She looks like she came to play tonight. She wants to join the 3-point party, and she lands one for Centennial.
Yep, keep them coming. I love it.
Well, we know one thing, Centennial will not stop shooting 3-pointers, so David Douglas, they need to wake up and adjust their defense accordingly.
Friesen in the post, and she scores.
With the big move inside, Friesen. It looks like she can go left or right, and she's got a great athletic body. You know, we're going to probably look for her to be playing at the next level here.
Yeah, and she wears an afro pretty well, too.
She wears it real well, bro.
Yes.
Taking it back to the 70s.
Yep. Motown. Melissa Daly with another 3-pointer.
And she's feeling it.
Yes, she is.
She missed a couple that she thought she should have made last half, and so I think she's going to try to make up for it here in the second half.
Yep, that's what shooters shoot. They keep shooting. They don't get discouraged. And that's Shuan with a good post basket, close, very close inside.
Douglas is really trying to cut this thing down. And it looks like we have a call here. Wow. And we missed that one. Did you see what happened there?
Oh, no.
That was a technical on David Douglas. And usually that happens when you say a couple of those choice words, or you step out on the court, or you do something that the referee doesn't like. So
yeah, you don't want to get on the referee's bad side.
No, not at all, especially when you're behind. But sometimes, you know, getting a technical, it'll jumpstart your team. They see that you care, and they see the coach is willing to lay it out there. And so these players need to follow suit and get excited, get some energy behind their defense, and try to close this gap. 26-12. You got Centennial up on the Scots.
Technicals can sometimes be a good thing when it comes to getting your team fired up.
Definitely.
You know, you give up free throws with the other team, but it can sometimes lead to energy spurts within the team and get them going. Melissa Daly, she gets fouled while going to the basket.
Yeah, they look like they did an isolation there on Melissa, and then let her go one-on-one because she has great ball handling skills, both her and her sister. But it seems like Melissa really, she loves to go to the hole as well as drive too. Now we know that I have to make sure which one of these ladies. It's Megan Daly. She's creeping up here on the all-time leading scorer in girls basketball history for Centennial. And talked to her coach earlier, and he said there's a real good chance that she's definitely going to break the scoring record, all-time scoring record here at Centennial. And that's a great accomplishment for her.
Now, you said that was Megan Daly.
That was Megan. All-time leading scorer in the history of Centennial girls basketball.
Douglas turns it over. Melissa with the ball. She takes it in. Misses.
Looks like she got hit on that one, but the refs were really kind of a little bit out of position. They missed that. Tough shot for her on the foul line, on the baseline. And that was shown. They gave her the ball. Oh, no. Nope, that wasn't shown. I thought they gave her out of position. That was Taylor Ramirez. She had her feet going a little bit faster than they were supposed to before she got the ball.
Yes, got the travel there. Megan with the three-pointer.
Splash, splash.
Yep. Three-point party is alive here in Centennial High
Alive
School.
and well. And,
yes.
the Daly sisters are hosting.
Yes. And they're friendly hosts.
That one goes off of Douglas, and Centennial will get the ball in the turnover. And boy, I tell you, Douglas needs to really look out. They're starting to lose contact here. They're going to eventually have to pull their defense out. Oh, no.
Megan Daly, another three-pointer. And they're just pouring it on here.
They really are, and it looks like Megan definitely, she's going to get that record. If she keeps shooting threes like that, she's going to get it sooner than later.
Yes.
There's Douglas with the drive, and that was number 4, Tara Champ. Guard that's been in the game here, getting some action, and she gets a chance to get some free throws.
Fouls on Centennial's number 12, Megan Smith. That's her third foul, first team foul.
Megan Smith gets called for that foul.
I think Centennial is going to really be content here to, with this kind of a lead, just to take their time and look for the good three-point shot. Don't rush it, and don't fall into any situational traps that David Douglas might be trying to slip in there, because we know the only way Douglas is going to get back in this game is to probably start trapping and even full court trapping.
Yes.
Oh, nice lead pass. That was a great look in there by Melissa Daly. She got her player cut into the basket on the baseline, and Ball was already passed to her before she even knew that was coming. That was a beautiful, beautiful low no-look pass there by Daly.
Yep, set up her sister. Gets free throws. She got pushed. First free throw off the rim.
Entering the game for David Douglas, number 5, Ashley Carlberg, number 23, Caitlin Webb, and number 32, Colleen Baker.
We've got substitutions in for Douglas. They're going to their bench and maybe bring in some fresh players and try to apply some pressure here when they get back on the defensive end. Oh, and an errant pass. They got a really lucky break on that shot. Number 32, that was Colleen Baker with the inside gimme. Centennial just really patient now.
Megan Daly puts up the 3 and it's off. Douglas brings up the ball.
Yeah, Centennial they love to drive and kick out for that 3, and I tell you, it's been working tonight.
Yep, that's mostly all we've seen.
It's a nice dribble drive there by Zahara Tarragano. She got one to fall, and they're going to need a lot more of those to catch up, you know?
Yeah.
That's what they have to do, though. Drive to the basket now and get some fouls, get to the free throw line if they don't get the shot. That was Baker with the missed 3 and Daly with the rebound and put back. Everything's working tonight for Centennial girls. Wow, and there was a great defensive play inside there. That was number 14 for Gabby Schmidt for Centennial with the block, and I can't quite tell if they're going to call a foul or a jump ball.
She's getting free throws.
Man.
They were double teaming Douglas's big woman,
lady post player.
Yes, and that's what you need to do if you're Centennial, because they're trying to get in, shoe-in and freezing into the post, and if you're Centennial, you don't want them to get their post game going.
No, that's about the only thing that they depend on to get them back into the games, and I don't think with this kind of a lead, I don't know if that's going to be the type of game plan they want to stick to.
Yeah.
Centennial's really playing well inside with their zone D, and they're packing it in, and it's really tough. Every shot that Douglas is getting inside, they're earning it.
Yes, they are. Centennial's made it very difficult for them. Melissa Daly with the fadeaway jumper.
It was Douglas with a very unfamiliar three-point shot attempt, and they missed it, but Friesen was able to get the rebound, and it went off of Centennial. So Douglas will keep possession. About a minute, 4 to go in the quarter.
I don't know, this David Douglas team, they might want to be trying to shoot the 3 then in order to get back into this game, but hasn't really worked.
No, it hasn't. That was a timeout by Douglas. Jeff Stanek, their coach over there, he's been over at Douglas coaching those guys for about 3 years now, and really loves it over there, and thinks that Douglas really has a chance to get better. Their program is really improving every year, and we do see improvement in Douglas, and so we know they have a bright future. Next year, if they can find somebody to replace Friesen, they're going to be a tough team here in the Mount Hood Conference.
after Friesen leaves, the primary post player will be Shuin, and they'll have her for 2 more years because she's only a sophomore.
They're going to definitely need her and someone to step up from the JV to give her a hand so they can keep that 1-2 punch going.
Yes.
Just as we speak of Friesen, she gets the offensive rebound, tosses it out. Oh, Douglas with a helter-skelter offense. Looks like that's going to be off of Centennial. Yep, Douglas is going to keep possession on this one. Douglas is showing a lot of energy. They are playing at a hectic pace on offense. They're going to have to translate that into defensive pressure, though. Byram takes his seat. She's had a great game. There's Anna Trong with the 2-point shot. Almost thought it was a 3-pointer.
Long 2.
Definitely long 2. They could have used a 3.
Yeah.
The Daly sisters playing a little give and go.
Melissa throws it up, and
she draw the foul on that one?
Yes, I think they're calling a foul on that, and she will be shooting 3 free throws.
And I tell you right there, that move, the dribble drive with the step back jumper, that's what you see the guys doing. I tell you, you can tell she's been playing with some great competition because her ball handling skills, the way she can get her shot off and create, she's definitely going to be playing at the next level too. She'll be back next year, but you can see these girls, you can see they have a future in college basketball, so we're going to have to keep our eyes out for them.
Yeah, if I were a scout, I would be looking at her.
Yeah, she'd be nice for a point guard for your team, and maybe she'll bring her sister along where she goes.
Yeah.
They can be teammates throughout college.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like buy one, get one free.
That's right. You sign me up for a scholarship, I'll bring my sister along. Well, that's a great deal.
Yeah, any team will be like, would be happy about that deal.
Know it. Know it. Well, you would think that Centennial would back off. Oh. And there's Douglas with the 3 at the buzzer, and that doesn't go.
Trump throws it up.
So we have a score here at the end of the 3rd quarter is Centennial. They've really blown it up and blown it out here. They got 41 points here in the 3rd quarter. Douglas is sitting on 19 and looking okay. And I think we're going to have to take a little break so we can get our stuff together and pay the bills.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children 1 through 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
All right, and we're back here for the 4th quarter here at Centennial High. Not a real close one right now, unless Douglas can wake up real quick. It looks like they're going to go down to defeat here against the Centennial Eagles.
The Centennial Eagles, their next game on the schedule is against Gresham.
And that should be a pretty good game for Centennial. Is it at Gresham? Might be a home game.
Yeah, it may be. I'm not sure though, but.
Well, either way, that's going to be a good game because these two schools are fairly close in proximity, so you know there's going to be a lot at stake for bragging rights at that game too.
Yeah.
Friesen got the shot blocked there, and that's Daly bringing it up.
Centennial gets offensive rebound off the 3, and
couldn't stick that put back, and that was Megan Byram with the 3, and she's she's obviously some of the Daly sisters' tendencies is rubbed off on her. She loves to shoot that three-pointer.
And Megan Smith couldn't capitalize on the second chance basket off the rebound.
Fouls on Centennial's number 14, Gabby Schmidt. That's her third foul, fourth team foul against the Eagles.
That was Friesen again. She's doing a lot of hard lunch pail type work down there inside, getting those rebounds and trying to put them back in. We know she's in double digits in rebounds for sure. Points probably pretty close to a double-double both. And you know, Douglas is happy with that production, but it just doesn't seem like anybody else is trying to give her any help tonight. She hits the second free throw, and that gives them 21 points. 21-41. 20-point lead for Centennial here at home.
It's surprising to me that David Douglas is number 3 because it seems like Friesen is carrying most of the work for this team.
Well, we know that for Douglas, they had some people. Amber Perez, she's a forward that plays a lot for them. She is sick tonight, so she's not playing. And a couple of other players that I knew that usually play for Douglas aren't in the lineup tonight, are not suited up tonight, so they're a little short-handed. That one looked good, but they couldn't get it to fall. And there's Friesen again.
Yes.
They go back to her. She wasn't quite ready for it. Let's see what the call is, and that's going to be Centennial.
Off her foot.
I don't know if she's even come out of the game yet. Did you see any subs for her yet?
No.
Yeah, Friesen's been playing the whole game, and you know she's got to be a little winded.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, Centennial, they're not missing one of their star players. That was Amina Selick. She's out for the season. She was a key basketball player for them, number 22, and they're not missing her tonight. She had a major injury, and they're going to miss her for the rest of the season, but she's a junior, so she will be back next year. So Centennial really, really looking good for the next season's campaign, and actually looking good tonight, and chance to maybe move up on St. Mary's here in the division. Get that second seed to go to state.
Is she in the? Would she be in the starting lineup if she were?
Yeah,
healthy?
she was a starter, and I believe it was a back injury that she had that took her out of competition for the year. So obviously it was something somewhat serious, and we hate to hear that any young players getting hurt like that. But the good news is they said she will be back next year. So, like I said, that really bodes well for Centennial because they're looking good tonight. They can keep this up and maybe get some underclassmen coming up from the JV squad, or land a real hot freshman coming in, give them some playing time off the bench. They could really do some things next year in this Mount Hood division.
Yeah, Selick, along with the Splash Sisters, they seem to will be making a lot of noise next year.
Yeah, and they're bringing their big post player back. She's only a freshman, and that's Megan Byram. I didn't know she was a freshman. She's playing like she's an upperclassman. Yeah, Centennial looks really good for next year.
Yes.
There's a block shot inside there by 33, Genoa Sean, or Jenna. She's showing really good signs down low of being a real strong post player next year for Douglas. Missed jump shot there. That was number 4, Tara Camp with the miss.
Melissa Daly misses the layup.
Oh, and they're still trying those jump shots. That was number 10, Anna Trung with the jumper, just a little short. They're going to have to find some way to hit some three-pointers to even have a chance to get it close at this point. There's Daly with the one-on-one step back jumper. Nice move.
Off 1 foot.
A la Dirk Nowitzki.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah. She's been watching some pro players and playing with some great talent, you can tell.
Or a guy in Portland named LaMarcus Aldridge.
That's right.
He's starting to resemble Nowitzki a lot.
Yeah, LaMarcus has come a long way, and the Blazers are looking real good this year to be a threat in the playoffs, even going deeper than just the first round of the playoffs.
Yes.
Got the foul here on Centennial. Looked like that was on number 14, Gabby Schmidt. Douglas is taking it out underneath. Let's see what kind of out-of-bounds play they can maybe work here to get a quick, easy score. Got the substitutions coming in.
And Trong gets blocked, and Centennial moving the ball, Melissa Daly.
Yeah, Trung is a really gritty little player. She's not afraid to go inside. Not very tall. Got that one blocked. There's Centennial moving around perimeter passes. Nice, crisp, sharp passes, looking for something inside. They're going to have a timeout. Centennial, they were having a little ball issue problems, and they went ahead and called the timeout instead of having the turnover. Smart call by Centennial. So they're going to take a break here, and we're going to stay right here. The action has been fast and furious, but only really one team has come out ahead so far with their game plan, and it looks like Centennial might be able to salt this one away.
Now, you mentioned key players being out for Douglas, and when are they expected to be back?
Well, 2 of the players were sick, out with the flu. So we know they'll be able to come back here probably at the most. They might miss 1 more game, but they should be practicing is what Coach Costello told me. And so that's going to help them here going down the stretch of the Metro League run, because they're going to need those guys for the last 5 or 6 games of the division. There's Centennial. That was Daly with another. Excuse me. That was Brooke Bierman with the shot inside and the miss. It's Frizen with the rebound, upping her stats.
Anna Trong attempts a 3. That's off.
Man, if they could only hit a couple of those threes, you know, they might have had a little bit of different story here tonight for Douglas, but they definitely weren't hitting their threes in their inside game. They just didn't have a lot of help for Frizen tonight.
I don't know if they have any perimeter shooters, but Anna Trong has gave it her best to throw up some threes.
Yeah, she's definitely been hustling and doing what she can to get to the basket and get some free throws and get the ball inside to her big post player, Frizen. Frizen hasn't had the best shooting percentage tonight, but it hasn't been because of lack of effort. She's been on all over the boards and getting opportunities. She just hasn't been able to capitalize on some of them. It's got a nice, sweet, soft touch from the free throw line for a big post player. And you can probably tell with her ball handling skills, she will be definitely moving to play guard in college. Got Centennial here, content to work the ball around the perimeter. They look inside with a nice quick pass.
to number 12, Megan Smith with that basket.
Nice shot inside by Megan. Moving around, cutting inside, and she gets the sweet assist and the layup.
Yes. Nice play.
Oh.
Trong taking it to the basket is blocked.
Yeah, that was blocked by number 14.
Schmidt, Gabby Schmidt.
Long armed, and she got there at the point of attack and was able to turn that one back. Giving David Douglas some of their own medicine, huh? Woo! Is anybody getting wet out there? Is it raining? That's what we need to know, because that was a special delivery from one of the Splash sisters.
Megan Schmidt. Megan Daly.
Megan Daly, right on cue. What a night for those two young ladies. They have really shown that they've worked in their game. We had them last year here at Centennial, and I think they were playing maybe Barlow or Gresham. And both those young ladies put on a real good show for us last year in one of our televised games. So we can see they've been working hard all summer to improve their games, and it shows out there tonight on the court.
Into the Eagles, number 2, Kristen Schiller, number 3, Brooke Behrman, number 45, Ashley Barber, also number 5, Zoe McClure.
Looks like Douglas is going to their bench and giving some of their girls a chance to play also Centennial. So,
Try to get into the post to freeze him, but that pass was way off.
Yeah, those entry passes are tough if you have the wrong angle, and you gotta almost want to bounce pass it inside there for her so she can have a better control, a chance of getting the ball. We're coming down to a minute to play in Centennial. They're still working the perimeter, looking for their three-point opportunity. Here's a drive and kick. Douglas finally with the turnover. They're just far and too few in between for Douglas tonight.
Yeah.
Trying to go to their bread and butter again, and they get a turnover. Got a scrum down here in front of us. Good hustle by both young ladies. Still hustling here with 27 seconds to go. You got to admire that.
Yes. They're still competing even with their couple players out sick.
Another turnover, and that was pretty much the story of the night for Douglas. Too many turnovers, they didn't take care of the ball, and this lead is ballooned out, 46-23.
Yeah, undermanned. They didn't have the all their key players playing. It would have been nice to see if those players were here, see if this game would have been more competitive.
Yeah, it probably would have made a difference, but I don't know with the way the Splash sisters were shooting tonight. I don't know, buddy.
Yeah.
They were feeling it tonight.
Yes. It's going to be nice to see them playing against their future opponents.
Yeah, that's true.
Next week they got Gresham, and yeah, they got a load full of the Splash sisters.
Yeah.
You're going to want to get a game plan for those girls.
Well, I tell you, Gresham, somebody better get on the phone and send them a memo that the Splash sisters will be coming your way, and these girls are serious. They did major damage tonight here against David Douglas, and great game, a great home win for Centennial. And I know they're looking to add to that next week when they go out and visit Gresham. So we are going to check with the guys in the booth. Guys in the booth, how are things going back there? All right, and we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back here at Centennial High School to wrap it up.
Quiet, please. Wait a sec. I'll take one. Oh, yeah. All right. All good. Take care. Way to go. Nice. Bring it on. Gotcha. I'm here for you. Oh, no. Please, please, please. I'm waiting. Interesting. Not buying it. Not fair. That's it. This conversation is over. Oh, brother.
Body language can tell you all sorts of things.
having a stroke. I'm having a stroke.
Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time. Time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment. And that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
You're on your way to meet up with friends, but you can't seem to get anywhere quickly. You don't want your friends to be annoyed, so you text. You're on your way. Five seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting while driving. Make sure you get where you're going.
Centennial High School, home of the Eagles and the great Mount Hood Conference, and we had a great tilt, a great ladies basketball game here tonight between David Douglas and Centennial. And we are going to go over a couple of things that happened tonight. What'd you think about that game tonight, buddy?
It was really exciting to see the shooting of the Splash Sisters, and their perimeter game was on tonight, and they worked it to the best of their ability, and they were able to get their lead quick and finish it off. Put the nail in the coffin early.
Yeah, they did. They really took the game right to David Douglas from the beginning. They weren't shy. Obviously, the Splash Sisters have been doing this for a while, and even though they didn't shoot a seriously high percentage, they were really hot enough to just keep Douglas discouraged. And so, great Mount Hood Conference game. Douglas did their best. They went inside and had some good looks, and just couldn't quite finish like they normally do. We know they had some people out due to injury and sickness, so they weren't at full strength. But they just didn't have their regular game and weren't able to go inside and dominate like they normally do. So they go and take a loss here, and that's going to make them 3-8 in the division, and so they're going to probably drop down a spot, and Centennial's going to probably jump up a spot.
Yeah, they improved 7
Yeah.
wins, 7 losses record.
Yeah, so
and 2 the league record.
Yeah, and it's just great to see the fact that both these teams, last year you probably wouldn't even talking about them even having a chance to get close to the conference champions, but this year they both have had pretty good seasons, and it looks like Centennial is going to actually be able to move up in the division, and you never know, they get a chance to play St. Mary's and Central again. So, and even Central Catholic, like I said, is not the strong team that they were. They were the state champions last year, but they've fallen way off the throne this year, and they probably won't even make it back to the state playoffs. So this gives all the other teams in the league a chance to move up and have some fun too. So we are going to definitely maybe take another break because we have a surprised guest that we're going to be talking to here. One of the twin Splash Sisters is going to come on and give us some comments about the game tonight and what's going on here out at Centennial with the program, and just let her know what her plans are for the future. So we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back with one of the Splash Sisters.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European Pro Golf Tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs of autism.
Get your ass
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
All right, and here we are back at Centennial High School, the Centennial David Douglas girls game tonight, and it wasn't as close as it probably should have been if they had their full squads out there. Both teams had some injuries and didn't have all their players. But tonight, we have a special treat for you. We have Melissa Daly, the probably older or younger half of the Splash Sisters, and we want to talk to her and see how she felt about the game tonight and what's going on here at Centennial. Melissa, welcome to MetroEast Sports. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, and you're a junior here at Centennial. What's going on here at the Centennial program? We saw you guys play here last year, and it looks like you guys have turned it around. You're playing a lot better and really competitive this year in the league.
Yep. It's just team. Like, we're all working together. We're moving the ball pretty well. We just got to get consistent on our shooting.
Right.
Yep.
Well, it looks like the girls, you and your sister obviously been playing together forever.
Oh, yeah.
And so, but we know the other girls are really working well with you guys this year, looking for you. You know, the offense is moving, getting you guys good shots. And I know your inside post game isn't what you would want it to be, but, you know, you guys have figured out a way to utilize the three-point and get your shots off. How hard is it out there, you know, when you don't have a big post player inside to get those three-point shots?
It's pretty tough because you should probably have like a post to drop it into, but we just got to work around them, know where the ball is at all times, and make sure you don't pass it to them, and if they're not going to be successful in that spot. So she just kicks it out, and she helps us get open shots and a lot of boards. Yeah,
well, I tell you, it's been a really fun watching you and your sister play, especially when I first saw you guys last year. And I can tell you've been working hard in your game this summer.
Yep.
Your ball handling skills. Give me a little insight to what you did this summer to create that and get so much better.
I went to the gym almost every day in the summer. I watched a few videos, and I learned from the videos and just practice until I can get them down.
Right. Well, that's what it takes, really. It does. And repetition in basketball is important. And I tell you, it shows in your game. We know you're the leading scorer on this team, and you're doing well in the division, and hopefully you guys can keep this up with your next game, and who knows, you might be going to state this year, huh?
Let's hope so.
All right. Well, that was Melissa Daly, and here Centennial had the win tonight against David Douglas in really a blowout 20-point game, and we just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget, we have the rival game next week here at MetroEast Sports. And unless there's something else we forgot, I think that was it. And let's say goodbye here from Centennial High School.
Bye.
That was bye. And that's a wrap.